Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chax Break with your host, with the most, Dorko for you.
What?
That's you.
Oh, shit.
You're the one with the most. I'm the one with the least. I live in poverty. Kill me.
It's nice to meet you, kill me.
Oh, good to meet you too. Not kill me. Today, we're talking
You forgot to say your name.
Oh, wait, I am Megafire. Can we start this?
No, this is great.
I'm Megafire, in case you forgot from the last episode, which is understandable. It's been over a month. Today we're talking about the hit sensation that's sweeping the Steam nation, Khimera, made by the one, the only, nobody else helped, nobody contributed, Space Yoshi X.
With the alternative title of A Tall Glass of Iced Tea.
I can't believe you said my name wrong. What is this, like 1912?
Excuse you.
You have like 20 usernames.
Yeah, it's true. Better known as Syax, if you want, whatever. Who cares? He's here. He made a game, and now we're going to talk about it.
I did the thing.
He did it. Well, I guess we should start off with talking about said game. How about, Six, you explain this game to us?
Wow, way to put me on the spot. Well, I made a video game about a monster girl who beats up other monster girls. And like 5,000 people have played it, and that's pretty good for my games, which is usually like a couple hundred.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It's pretty alright.
You heard it here first, folks. It's all right. Space Yoshi X finishes making games never again because it wasn't living up to his satisfaction.
Why do you keep calling me this?
I don't know. It flows easier than like Syaximophone or anything in the way I'm dictating things.
Just awkwardly say A Tall Glass of Iced Tea every time. Yes, there is just six.
Right.
You know my name!
I don't know who you are. Yeah, I do know your name, Dean!
I can't believe this. This is the worst Chax Break. I hate this. Why did I agree to this?
Yeah. Anyway, Khimera exists. You should download it on the Steam if you haven't yet.
The full name is Khimera Destroy All Monster Girls.
And I should know it. I'm the one that thought of the name. But I forgot. It is a good game. Like Six said, you beat up the things and you have a good time. It's kind of like if you took Shovel Knight and Mega Man and you put them together, you get that game.
That's pretty much what I did.
And that's pretty much, yeah, that's what happened. It stars a monster girl who you could say is a Khimera called Dorko. What's her name?
Chosia?
Yeah, I like how he says it. That's what I want him to say it. Anyway, she gets created for the sole purpose of saving her village. Well, more specifically, the villagers' pockets, because all the money's been robbed by nefarious sea pirates, all who happen to be monsters and girls. Six, what else can you tell us about the plot of this game?
You pretty much summed it up.
That's right. That's right. It's not a complicated game. It's a good time, though. You should play it. The characters are cute. They all have nice personalities. I'm sure you got a waifu in there somewhere. If
also,
you play
it's free.
In case I haven't mentioned that already, which I did.
Well, we should mention it like 20 times.
Yeah, there's no like ifs or buts. Just go download it. It's like, what, 500 megabytes? No, not even
close to 500.
That's not even. No. Like I meant 50.
It's like 40.
50. So there's no reason you shouldn't download it. It's a good game. It's a fun game.
Well, if you have
all sorts of power-ups.
Don't consult a doctor before you play my game.
I don't know if power-ups is the right word.
Well, no, they're not power-ups per se. They're like Mega Man power-ups where you get them and you can equip them and you can use them.
Uh, you just
So,
get they're all passive.
yeah, you don't equip them, but they're
Mega
there.
Man powers aren't passive. Have you even
No.
played Mega Man?
What's a Mega Man?
I knew it.
Have you even played Mega Man? I don't think so.
I played it like once or twice.
Have you even made a game?
I think that's the reason we're here right now.
No. Sakurai would be ashamed. You didn't even put tripping in it.
Well, there's enemies who trip at you.
It's true.
That's tripping. That's a form of tripping.
Shit. You've met Sakurai's criteria, dude. You actually made a game. Like, this is
I've
it.
thought of everything.
You're on his, like, made a game list. You and, like, 2 other people in this world.
I kind of want to specifically ask, like something you added in a bit late to the game, was that you put a game console in Chelsea's house where you play a game called Cake Boy. Like,
Yes.
like, why and how did you come up with that?
Okay, now first of all, that actually wasn't a late edition. The game was actually in the game when you first played the demo or the beta. I don't remember what happened. I think either you didn't click on it or the TV you talked to make the game start wasn't.
You messed that up. I remember you talking about that in the dev chat where you were like, I forgot to make the TV interactable.
Right, that is exactly what happened. So the full game was in the beta, but it just oops.
Oh, so that's what it was.
But yeah, geez, how did I come up with that? Oh, gee, I guess just one day I was doing Chelsea's house, and like I was putting stuff in it, posters and that fridge you can beat up, and I thought, geez, you know what I love about games is when you play a game and then you play the game inside the game. And I'm just a huge sucker for NES games, so I made an NES game.
It was pretty alright. It was a fun thing. It's reminiscent of that Mario Cement Factory, just vaguely. It's like that combined with Super Mario Brothers, the original thing where you fight the
Mario Brothers?
Is it? Yeah, Mario Brothers. Not Super Mario Brothers. It's kind of like a fusion of those two games. And it's just a fun game. You collect a cake and you win.
I'm actually I really love the way it looks and how it's just so Donkey Kong looking. Or at least I think so.
Well, I try to take the art style from those really old NES games that are just arcade game ports, or arcade games where all they really knew. So that's what most people made.
Oh man.
Yeah. I don't think it had any direct inspiration gameplay wise. I can't think of anything. I know the graphics. I had games like Donkey Kong 3. What else? Just games like that mostly. So I was thinking of Flicky. Even though that's not really an NES arcade game,
was that the one where you save? I don't even remember what you saved.
Yeah, you had to collect those birds, but you had to keep them away from the cat or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I guess this question is very, very, very popular amongst people in the Steam community. Why is it free?
Because...
Why can't I pay for this game?
Now, okay, hold up there, son, because guess what? You can pay for this game. Starting, I think, Tuesday, I'm releasing a DLC, a 99-cent DLC costume where you can give me money in return for tying the game to your account, which is actually something a lot of people have asked about. I gave away a few Steam codes so people could do this so far, but I figured it'd be easier if you could just pay the 99 cent, which is basically the minimum you can have on Steam. Pay the 99 cents, you get a costume, it ties it to your account. You can get card drops. So trading cards can be a thing now. Backgrounds, emoticons, the whole deal. So yes, it is not entirely free, but the reason the main game's free is mostly just so more people would be willing to try it. The idea, that kind of long-term plan I have is that I finished Chimera, green light went okay, people played it. That's good. I want to build rapport so that when it comes time to do another game or Chimera 2, it's easier to get through Greenlight, and people will be more willing to try it because the first game is available to play, as well as the first game already has a good reputation. And I think that'll really help the sales of future Suits and Sandals games. So I thought this through.
This
For
sounds
once.
like a pretty solid plan. Really?
You know, I'm just here to give Six a hard time.
Can't believe you've done this to me.
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this. Yeah, but I mean that's just it. It was a very logical procedure. Actually, for a little while, the green light was like at a standstill, and it was really worrying when we were. I was just, Six was probably checking it. I was checking it every day. Like I was looking at the statistics. I think they're not available to the general
No,
public. But
only developers can see it.
yeah, it was me, Bob, and Six, and the Music Man Doc who was in that. And so I was just checking it one day, and it's really funny situation actually. I really want to tell this story because it was I don't know. It was one day I was like at the mall or something, and I just decided, why don't I check on the Steam thing? And instead of doing that first, no, I checked it, and the green light said, like some percentage of the way there, but it didn't look like it was even close to like being the top. Whatever. I don't know how green light works exactly. From what I think I asked Six, and he told me like you have to get to the top 100 or something, or something or the other in that sense to get it greenlit. And it didn't look like it was anywhere close to that. So I put I put my phone away, and a few hours pass. I get an email. I look at the email. I was just eating a pretzel at the mall. It was like 9 p.m. my time, which is like midnight for Six. But I looked at my phone and I see an email for like Khimera passing, but this is like a half hour late. Like I just checked it, and it said, "Congratulations, your game is being greenlit." I just like exploded right there in the mall. Like what the heck? Like I was really happy. I almost lost hope. Like I was like, it's not gonna get greenlit. Like, I mean, it's still gonna be released and stuff. That's nice and all, but it's just not gonna. It's not the same, right? And it was greenlit. Like that same day where I was losing hope, I regained it all. And it's funny because I went on Skype and I like said, guys, so I know I'm probably late to this as usual. Like I'm always late to everything because I'm always out and about and doing work or something, and I always come home later and I find out all these things that everybody already knew. I say, so I know I'm late to the party, but congratulations, Six, for having Khimera greenlit. And everybody was like, what? What? It was greenlit? What is this? I'm like, what? Am I the first person to find out? For
I didn't even know
first
until the
time.
next day.
Six didn't even know until the next evening.
I get like a message from Butt saying congratulations, and I'm like, thanks.
I was very tempted to ask everybody to just send you like clapping gifs from like Evangelion, just no context,
MG would link
going
the
on?
stupid one with fucking Godzilla.
with
The rest
hands,
of
yeah. But yeah, that was, I don't know, that story, every time I think about it, I think it's really funny.
It
Is
was
there
very
any
fun.
particular reason it got that final boost, or you don't know?
It didn't. At some point, they just greenlit it. Like it wasn't anywhere close. I can actually check the numbers right now, and I'll
Oh.
do that as we're talking. But no, it was not in the top 100. Steam recommends that that's a good thing to shoot for, but really nobody knows the exact nature of how they decide what gets greenlit and what doesn't. I guess it was just my time.
Maybe there's just a secret council of guys that are like, dude, this game looks pretty alright.
I'm glad
It-
I was able to satisfy.
It was just mind-boggling seeing so many people like downvote it. Like, what's the reason? Like, this looks like better than like 70% of the garbage that people just put up on, and they ask for money. But like, this game is like literally free. You can play the released, like I guess pre-release, like version 0.9099 or whatever that.
Well, no,
Six
the version on the
released.
website was version 1.0.
Oh, okay, 1.0, whatever. He released the version on, his website, Suit Games. And Like, there was no reason for them to basically, like, downvote it. Like, they lost nothing for, like, getting it into the free games category, is what I'm saying.
There's just no accounting for taste.
Yeah, like, I mean, even if it, like, didn't look like something, like, maybe you would like, but it looked like a completely, like, a well-made game, in my opinion. I mean, it doesn't look like fucking, like a AAA game, obviously.
Well, clearly there was just some guy sitting there being like, what is this trash?
Well, there was
Like,
actually 555 of them, to be exact.
Yeah, there was 555 fucking cuts.
There you go. Would you fucking not use that word? Jeez.
Oh, I have the numbers, by the way. We had 484 yes votes against 555 no votes, so we were 47% approval.
Oh.
The actual number, the percentage to the top 100 is actually gone because it's been greenlit. I don't have access to those numbers anymore. But if I remember correctly, I think it was about 60%. It would go down and it would go back up. It would fluctuate sometimes, but it was about 60 to 50.
I know it's going to
Most
sound a
days.
little mean, but I imagine it can't be that difficult to get onto Steam with some of the stuff you see on there.
You know what? It's not. I just figured it would only be a matter of time. I didn't
Yeah.
think it would be this little time.
Do you know like exactly how long it was?
59. Oh, that's sorry. The followers. Oh fuck! It had the number. I just had the number. I was looking at it. And jeez, 57 days. So it's close.
Oh.
It's about 2 months.
Yeah, that is pretty fast.
Yeah. Most of the votes came in the first few days, and then it went down to a trickle. There were a couple spikes, but it was mostly a couple votes a day until eventually it was enough, apparently.
Cool.
I have another question. So people have been constantly saying this, or at least I've noticed, that either the game is too hard or the game is too easy. Why do you think people think the game is too hard? Because personally, I'm shit at the game. I think it's not that bad. Specifically, people keep having trouble, I believe, with the what's the one that's closest to the town? That's
Pizza.
Pizza. Yeah, pizza. Specifically pizza. I've seen a lot of people complain about pizza. What do you think would make people think that the pizza stage is so difficult?
Well, Pizza Stage is definitely one of the more difficult ones. I didn't make all stages exactly the same. I actually made the Amelia stage the easiest of the four. I'll try to make it the easiest of the four, but some people don't agree. I guess it depends on what the kind of platforming you like to do, because all four of them have different things. But yeah, the Pizza Stage is one of the ones I intended to be a little bit harder. I think it was my mistake to put it next to the town, or next to the intro stage at least, because that's the I've noticed people tend to go to the two closer ones first, which makes sense. And they do the castle and the airship after, because they're farther away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Though I haven't really noticed a lot of people, except for like the really bad Let's Players, but a lot of the people who've actually been commenting on the game and reviewing the game, they don't really have a lot of complaints about the difficulty. At least not as much after I fixed the controls. Just getting some of the things that people didn't like out of the game. Most people have been said the difficulty is pretty spot on, which I think is good. I'm glad. I'm very satisfied with the results.
Okay, I think it'd be a good idea to take some questions from the community here. Maybe you can explain something maybe better than you would be able to write it down. But I've seen these couple of threads for this, but like A rank requirements, people want to know what's the deal with that. Like, how do you get an A rank?
A rank is based entirely on treasure. It's not super clear when you're looking at the results screen. The skeleton in the treasury does tell you this. It doesn't mean you need to collect all the treasure in the level. You only need to collect a certain amount. Once you pass that certain amount, you're guaranteed an A rank. And then a certain percentage less is B, C, and then onwards to D. But no, time doesn't matter. Deaths don't matter. Well, deaths do matter in a way because you do lose 100 money per death. In some areas, in some checkpoints, this is negated because you can actually use the Lucky Chax doll to pull money towards you, basically negating your death. Other places doesn't. It depends. But basically the number you have at the end of the level, that's what matters.
Find all the secrets and kill all the enemies and hope for the best.
Yeah,
Pretty much, yes. Just try to get as much stuff as you can, and try not to die too much.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers are pretty lenient, more lenient than they were in the beta. So you can actually die at least once in most of the stages. Not the shorter ones, but most of the stages do let you die at least once. The first Black Widow stage actually lets you die a few times if you collect all the treasure.
Okay, and so another question I have here, from somebody named Patty. They want to know if there's a PlayStation Network release possible for this game. Any potential?
I don't think this is something Game Maker Studio can do. That would require probably something in a different language.
It absolutely doesn't, and I can even answer why. Because if you know about Undertale, you know that they actually had some troubles porting their game to consoles because of this exact reason.
Yeah, Game Maker is basically this doesn't have a thing for it yet, which is unfortunate but understandable. So unless another company got involved, then there's no chance of a PlayStation port.
For any suit game, for that matter.
Shucks.
Do you have any
sorry.
questions, Dorko?
Sorry, I got your hopes up, Dorgo.
I'll never get Ice Demon on 3DS.
I'll never get Ice Demon on the PS Vita.
Syax, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Name your favorite character in your own game.
Fuck.
I'm gonna time you. 10,
No,
9.
No. I don't know. This is too difficult. They are all. I love all my daughters equally, but I love Chelsea more equally.
I agree
I
with
think
this.
she's my favorite.
She is my favorite as well.
The best one is the Spider Captain. You failed.
I'm sorry.
No, get out of here. It's
I don't
Shoshia.
My favorite boss. My favorite boss is actually Amelia. She's cute.
Dullahan's hella cute as a character. I love her. And if you don't know what a Dullahan is, it's the sheriff.
The blue.
It's the blue one.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
I can't believe you said this about my daughter. This interview is over.
You should not bully her.
I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to be mean.
No, but like, let's get down to the real questions, the real hard-hitting, mind-provocative questions.
You could get anywhere.
No, you can.
Than
Shrodu wants to know about Anchovy's conception. 18 plus, not safe for work. Obviously in spoilers. So, was Annie's dad a pizza, or was he the slime? Did the slime have sex with the pizza, or did the slime just take in the pizza? What was going on, Six? What's happening? Come on, Six. The crowd wants to know. The people want to know. Give them the truth.
It's a mystery.
That's not the answer.
It's a mystery. Picture of the little
Complete
ghost.
mystery.
We don't know.
I am not a slime. I do not know the anatomy of a slime. That's not true. I have several pages on how all this stuff works. I'm just not going to tell you.
It is a video game secret.
Secret video game secrets. Six has no secret.
You'll have to go to Matt Pat and ask for a game theory video.
Wait for a game theory.
Please, everybody, if you're watching this video, all 5,000 of you, please go to Matt Pat's channel and have him play this game and have him ask and try to game theory how Anchovy came to be. We want to know. Get it out there, guys. Come on.
That's how you know you've really made it, is when you make a game and then there's a game theory video made about it.
I don't want to make it if this is the case.
You can't escape it.
You heard Six here first, fellas. Get on the keyboards and tippity type to that Matt Pat guy. Get the game theory in there.
I would actually love to see that video because he comes up with the weirdest stuff.
We want to know.
I'm excited to see where he would get this from. Like, he would have to cite something from the game.
And judging from what he did with Undertale, he would probably dig through all of your older games and try and connect them.
Okay,
Absolutely.
now that's actually probably not a bad idea, because as you know, they all do have a lot of connections. I mean, that could be a video.
They would still
feel
find
it
a
too,
way
don't
to
you?
make it weird and not make sense.
Mhm.
Just make something
Who am
up.
I kidding? Why am I being so hopeful?
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but Anchovy looks like frickin' Chaos from Sonic Adventure.
Well, they're both gooey people. I mean, there's only
No,
so
I
many
mean like the
ways to
exact
do it.
like eyes and the pose with her little fingers like out, like
It's
alien.
a little similar.
But I just want to before we move on, I just really want to give credit to Doc. He was the music man on the project. And you guys should all totally follow him. We're gonna have his stuff down in the.
Yeah. Put a SoundCloud in the
description, I'm
description.
sure.
I don't know it off the top of my head.
Yeah, me neither. But it's
Someone-
there. It'll be there. He's good. He got
It better be! Someone give me the link!
No, you find it. No, but he's really good. I mean, like, I think Six can tell you the story about how he came on the project, which was really kind of spontaneous. I think.
Basically, I was in a group chat for on Mario Fan Games Galaxy, and he was like, "I'm bored. I have nothing to do. Someone give me something to do." I'm like, "Hey, I got some stuff for you to do," and it kind of went from there. It really snowballed, and it ended up being a big project. When I first asked him,
He worked for free, didn't he?
no, in the end, I did pay him, and he deserves it.
Yeah, no, of course, he absolutely does. But he started the project off
Started the project for free.
For free.
But we didn't know it was going to be as big as it was at that time, so
Mhm.
we negotiated. We did something worked out. He did good though. He did really. Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
love
it might be
this
worth
music.
mentioning that it was originally a game project made for me, but
Yeah,
it
Wow.
ended up taking so long, it kind of
Me and Six were just gonna make a small game for Dorko for his
This is
birthday.
impossible for me.
But
can't make
then,
small
like, it got way too big. Like, we knew we were literally just like in a chat, and we were just snowballing like back and forth to like,
That's not
or
right.
spitballing
There-
back and forth. Like, what does Dorko like? Pizza. And then Six was like, oh, because Dorko and Six were both like reading Monster Matsume, and they were like watching the anime a lot.
Oh yeah, you're just trying to pretend you weren't into it.
Hey, I
We're
am.
absolutely into it.
But you were the ones that introduced me to it. Is what I'm getting to. Like you were into it, so I was like, "Oh, dude, Six Monster Girls. Let's make a Monster Girl." And so from there, we were just kind of like, "What does Dorko like? Disco. Let's put this disco Dorko thing in there." Yeah, we have to put Dorko in there somehow, but like creatively make it, because they all have to be girls because it's a Monster Girl thing, and we just went off from there. And then after like Six worked on it for a little bit, I think he made the pizza boss and the snake, and he was like, he just kept going. Like, we just made more. Like, we were originally, I think, gonna have only like 3 bosses plus the final boss.
I don't know, four main the 4 main bosses thing was always going to be a thing. The intro stage wasn't, but that was actually added on pretty
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
I guess I always knew that the ending would be a lot of stages, but I didn't. Originally, it was just going to be 2.
We didn't count on putting all those like extra stages in there.
Yeah, the extra stages were late. Originally, I planned on having the Black Widow stages. There'd only be 2. The first stage where you fight the disco boss, and the second stage would be the gauntlet, and then the final boss all in one stage. But I ended
Yeah.
up splitting because it wasn't. I felt like it was better that way.
Mm-hmm. It definitely made it a little easier on the player. But yeah, no, I mean, like, it's just how it happens. It's funny though because it game got delayed. Like, Dorko, your birthday was what in
September 29th.
September? Yeah, September, and now like look at this release in May.
And we didn't start it until late August.
Yeah, we started it. No, like yeah. Well, okay.
Late
I think
August.
we started talking about it in July, and then we started to like put together like little
No, I'm pretty
designs
sure it was
and whatnot.
August, I started
August.
writing like a couple days after we started talking about it.
Then
I
it
was
might, yeah, okay, it must have been like early August though, because I
It's a-
remember like doing a bunch of like the sketches in at work in August. And then Butt came under the well. What happened was once Six realized that we're not gonna like he wants to make it bigger, and we're not gonna be finishing this game like for Dorko's birthday. He basically just kind of put it on hold because he had another project that kind of didn't go off. But he took a break basically for a little bit, and then we just came back to it, and then Six went full force on it. But
I
Buddingston.
don't know where you're getting this information because like I went full force on Chimera like from day one.
No, you weren't. No, because that's when we had HDL.
I was HDL was taking a break from. I
Well,
took
no,
a break
no,
from
but like
Throttle
you got back into it, and then we spent like you were like spending a month trying to get it up again, and then you just stopped, and then you went back to
No. That was after the game was finished. That was after the beta was done. All that needed to be done was like 2 or 3 things, and then it was ready for the Windows release.
No way, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't remember this. I'm pretty sure there was like a long like period because I remember there was like a period of time where you weren't working on Chimera.
There was like a week in by Christmas because I was on a winter break, so I just played like a ton of video games. I played Fallout 4 for like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, I remember that, but I'm pretty sure that there was some HDL thing that because the reason I'm saying that is because Butt wasn't in on the Chimera project until
No, we did Histoire but we tried to
yeah,
reboot
yeah,
Histoire.
Butt did. That's what I'm saying. Like after Histoire de Lune, Butt like joined us in the dev chat for Monster Girl.
Did she?
And then there's just
Yeah,
people
yeah, because
sitting around wondering, why do they keep calling this person Butt?
Well, if you've been in the community and it's Buddingston, the person who has all the art, or posted a whole bunch of art of the characters. She basically was our de facto official artist. But
She did just fine
no,
for the game.
because-
That was
yeah,
like really late in. I was like the game was already done.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like she wasn't in the thing from the start. It was after HDL, so I know somewhere in between development we went back to HDL, and then we dropped that, and then she joined in on the monster because that I know that follows the plan of sequence. But basically, the project went a lot longer than was intended, and it's fine because it turned out really well.
Yeah. It's better that it was good and late than bad and on time.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
Mm-hmm. So, Dorko, do you have any questions for Syax?
I don't have any off the top of my head.
This might be your only chance.
Shit, I'll never talk to Six again.
You'll never not like this. I mean, next time you ask me a
Not
question,
that
just
attitude.
fuck yourself. Don't feel like it. You got my
Six, why
undivided
did
attention.
you take my Blade and Soul MMO character and put it into the game?
She's fucking cute.
She is really cute. It's
She was
true.
really cute. I was like looking at some screenshots I took, and I'm like, damn, I gotta draw this.
We played Blatant Soul literally one time with Six. Actually, we all got like me, Dorko, Butt, and Six got into like Blatant Soul and Yoshio.
Played for like a
And-
day.
Yeah, well, Six literally got into it for like a day, and Dorko made this really cute little like I don't know, it's fucking.
She's in the game. She's in the shop. Or in the
Yeah,
sword
she's in
shop.
the shop. I don't remember what the exact like creature was.
It's like a mouse
sort of
thing.
like a weird cat girl.
Mouse. Yeah, I think it's a mouse.
It's like more like a mouse.
I swear it's like a tiger tail though.
You're a tiger tail.
Oh, it's some race where it looks like a like Loli and Shota like animal,
I can't believe you're into that,
It's-
Dorgo.
Midgets.
and Dorko made this, which was surprising honestly because I don't know, I didn't expect that. I don't think anybody did, and it was really cute. And we just basically took a bunch of screenshots of our characters. Not really, we didn't even play the game for that much.
We just
Later on-
emoted.
Yeah, we just did a bunch of emotions, like little, the animations, and took a bunch of screenshots. And then Dorko's character ended up in the game. That's the story.
She was cute.
I'm pretty sure I'm still not credited for it, which is pretty funny.
No, you're only credited for the one you actually contributed.
Not for the one that you stole from me.
No, I made that one. You can't prove otherwise.
Shh. Yeah.
We all know the best character in the town is the skeleton, though.
He is pretty good.
Well, I mean, I can't agree to that for obvious reasons, but
Get out of here, Dorko. Get out of here. Go away. You can agree with that. What the
no, I
heck?
can't.
Yes, you can.
My characters are the best ones, and also MG's
No.
Ghost.
The ghost is pretty good.
He's pretty good.
Oh shit! I just realized there's more art of Chelsea on the community page.
Holy shit.
Let's put the podcast to a halt and all go check the
Gotta go look
Steam
at it now.
community.
Everybody who's listening right now, go to the Steam community and scroll through and look at all the pretty art and the Let's Plays and mostly the
Oh,
art.
damn, there is a new one. Oh, this is so good. I love it.
I hate how it's laid out.
I think you're wrong. It's perfect.
What? No, not the art. I mean the community thing. It's very weird.
It's kind of eh. But the art.
No, the art's good. It's good art. All art is good art. I'm just gonna go through and read one post that makes me very happy, which is just the 1 thumbs up. 0 of 8 people found this review helpful. Not recommended. 1.3 hours on record of playing this game. I'm so harding done with this game. The first level was fun and fantastic, but then every level after that, the difficulty is bumped up to go heart yourself to the point of impassibility. I'm just happy I didn't have to pay for this heart. Which is really funny to me because Yoshio, who is notorious in our friend group of being not so patient with games and giving up very easily, was able to get 100% on the achievements and beat the game. And I am also shit, and I was able to beat the demo, or the beta, whatever.
Well, yeah, even Yoshio says like he's not a very good at platformers, but somehow he kept playing Khimera to the point where he 100%ed it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's some
It's
people
pretty
that
impressive.
the difficulty, and I'm just like, I don't see it. I mean,
Sometimes you're
it's yeah, like get good.
yeah, like there's something
You heard it
that-
here first from the developer.
Yeah, there's no, there's like it's a legitimate thing. At some point, you just gotta be like, you know what? I don't think I can fix this.
All right,
Just-
I've
just
got
gotta
it.
get
You
good.
need to patch in the super guy.
Okay, maybe that. Okay, yes, that would probably fix it. But I
mode.
have integrity.
No, it's fine. It's an optional block that appears after you die 8 times.
You
And then-
summon Dullahan, who is invincible because her head just falls off, but you just keep going.
She's not immortal. She's not dead.
No, she's fine.
After her head falls off, you just roll through the level.
Yeah. It's an invincible.
Nobody
head.
can stop the spinning head. She just bites the ankles of the bosses. Nom, nom, nom.
She won't be able to defeat the mermaid.
She bites the fin.
No.
Oh, yeah. Also, I don't know if people. Okay, so spoilers sort of coming up. Yeah, spoilers. So if you need to skip this, skip it. But I want to kind of explain the. I don't know if this is explained anywhere in the game, but Khimera.
Khimera. He is not actually.
Yeah.
I know what
Okay.
you're
Well.
bringing up.
Yeah. So one of our friends, Bob Hood, who has made such games as Ice Demon, Masterpiece, might add, mwah, 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 mwah.
Please
Please go
stop
play
kissing
it.
Ice Demon.
Mwah, Ice Kiss, mwah, it's beautiful. Good game. Go play it right now on Suit Games / Ice Demon, I think.
That's exactly what it is.
I am the champion. There you go. Go there, play it. It's a good game. That's where that character is from. He is a boss in that game. He's a great. I'm pretty sure that you took the sprite straight out of there, didn't you?
Yes, there are a few that I edited to give some additional poses, but yes, pretty much every graphic that aren't the ones I edited are just straight from Ice Demon.
So if you like Khimera, then you should go play Ice Demon because you'll find more cool designed little characters. But yeah, see, look at that. There you go, Matt. Pat, some more material to work with.
If you don't like Khimera, then you're wrong and your taste is bad.
I do feel like the boss doesn't exactly translate that well, but I mean, it's just a good thing that's a good fun thing that's there regardless.
None of the bosses in Chimera are particularly difficult. I need to work on that for the second game. That's like my big thing, is just trying to make the bosses less easy.
Yeah, because like you can just get hit once and then just like charge hit a bunch of times and they're dead. While you're on your invulnerability.
Well, you can probably tell from when I streamed the early version that I just brute forced everything.
Yeah, and you can still kind of do that to a lesser extent. I mean, I nerfed your invincibility frames by a lot, which unfortunately makes spikes a lot more deadly. But it makes the bosses harder to cheese. I don't know. It's something to look at for the next game.
Just gotta work harder on designing bosses. I'm sure it's difficult.
Yeah. Well, when I played the bosses myself, I played them as I thought people would play them, or I guess that's how I expected them to just automatically know how to play them. I don't know. I didn't expect people to just dash into them because I never did that. So I never really saw the. That was an oversight on my part.
This is why playtesters are a thing in the industry.
Hey, don't sass me.
But hey, that's
You know
what I
your
was
role
there
is.
for, I guess.
Yeah. Oh well. Oops. I should really change it now. I don't like making big changes to games once they're already out.
I think the bosses are fine as they are. Except
They're definitely
Doroko,
easy.
you fucked up.
Yeah, Doroko. Well, actually, I buffed the heck out of Doroko, and
Oh yeah, maybe you did. I didn't notice the sound
She
waves are a
does.
little dangerous.
she does. Yeah, sound waves do. Actually, all her attacks do 2 damage now. Her sound wave, when it reflects, is bigger on the way back now. Faster, I think, too. There's a bunch of things. Oh, when she does her moonwalk, she's now invincible.
Oh
And
yeah, that's true.
When she spins, you can't bounce on her anymore. You used to be able to bounce on her, like to get away from her. Now you can't.
Those sound like good changes.
And when she finishes her spin, she used to slow down and then stop. She just stops now, so it's faster. Oh yeah, a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff.
All this technical mumbo jumbo that everybody's interested in.
Hey, don't sass.
They're here for
course.
talk of the game.
This is talk of the game.
This is the talk of the game, man.
You're the game.
But yeah, a lot of the bosses have little aspects of Dorko in them.
All of them?
One of-
I mean the pizza, but then also like we had. I mean, I thought that was what we were originally going for, is that they were all a little bit
Well,
like.
I mean,
they had
I can understand pizza and the fact that the final boss is a spider girl.
Yeah,
Those were the 2 big ones. I mean, I'm
those are-
pretty
yeah,
sure.
I mean, okay, Mimic isn't, not really. Mimi
the
isn't.
Mimic was made by Moon.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to make all of them like cater to Dorko because I mean, there's always so many things you can.
I think
about
what was the
guy.
original plan with Amelia was that she was going to be a cowgirl.
Oh yeah, no, you pushed that. Like
Hey,
I don't think I
thought
wanted
it was gonna be a good idea, and you said okay. You thought it was okay.
I said okay, but then I just didn't do it.
Yeah, it didn't happen. And
I
that's
said
fine.
okay because I was lying to you.
Pretty
Don't-
much.
Don't lie to me. You're just lying.
You
to
should have
yourself.
made a big fluffy purple cat girl. You messed up.
No.
Okay, that was actually on the to-do list at one point. I was gonna make a cat that fished.
Yeah. I
Jack Devin,
remember.
no, I'm sad you did it.
Sorry.
Bye, Darko.
Next
You get
time.
light. You get promised.
Well, yeah, there is always a sequel
Yeah.
if you feel like it.
Oh, of course I feel like.
Maybe next time.
I'll have to make another Plated Soul character too.
From Bastille.
No, we'll just get another MMO to play.
You'll find something by then.
Maybe.
Just wait until Overwatch adds hats, and then you'll make your.
You know, I don't think it's that customizable.
I think it should be. Every game gets hats.
It'd be nice to get some more stages first. Anyway, that's a different story.
Let's not
Okay.
talk about Overwatch for an hour.
That's a good plan. I like that.
So speaking of Overwatch,
I hate you.
I'm out of questions. Unless you got anything else to say to ask Six Darko. When can we see Cake Boy 2?
In the sequel, maybe.
Well, disappointing.
I do want to continue the Cake Boy legacy a bit. I don't think it'll ever come to the point where
Put it
Cake
in the
Boy
arcade. We have that Suit Games arcade that.
No, I don't want. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do. I don't want to make Cake Boy its own standalone game. I kind of want to keep putting Cake Boy games into other games when I get the chance. Sometimes it just won't make sense. Like I don't think you'll ever see Cake Boy in a Mandew game. But this is something I thought about doing. So there's probably gonna be more Cake Boy at some point.
You need like a grimdark future Cake Boy. It's like Cake Boy X.
Ah, shit.
Cake Boy the Revengeance. He's
Cake
a
Boy.
half cyborg, still hunting. for
Rise
that
of Dark Cake Boy. I forgot what his name
You're
was.
actually like racing a different, like literally just a shadow Cake Boy for the cake in the level.
They'll just call it Cake Boy. So you'll confuse fans of the original game with the modern
Cake Boy 2006.
Make it like the fucking Xbox 360 hardcore Bomberman.
I was thinking exactly that when I said that.
There was one thing I think that would be nice to explain for fans who get into Suit Games stuff, and that's the lore and how everything is connected.
No, I was actually gonna say just in general, maybe recommend some of your older games people can play while they wait for the next one.
Okay, don't play Vista Quest 2.
Play Vista Quest 2. Don't listen to him. Play it. It's the best. It's the best game he's ever made. Make sure to remind him that every
How do you
day.
do this?
In the Steam community, be like, why can't we have Vista Quest 2 Greenland?
I hate you. Vista Quest 2 is a very special game.
You just put in one achievement that's beat Mandew's level.
Oh, you think it's a easy achievement, but good luck.
No. You're done. You're done, buddy. You're not getting that one. No, but for serious though, Vista Quest 2 is definitely. I guess if you want to see what I started to really, I guess Vista Quest 2 is like my first big game, and it's really weird. And it's really nice to see. It's kind of like where I started. I mean, it's not where the first game I made. I have tons of games I'm never going to release, and you'll never see them.
Make sure to look for Ultimate Mega Man.
Why do you do this every time? Why do you hurt me?
You want them to see your roots. Well, take them back to your roots.
Oh,
Just
man.
like the...
Okay, it gets so much worse than Ultimate Mega Man. Like you think that's bad? Oh,
No, that's not. No. I know. I'm not that cruel.
I give you comb back on my channel. You can find I play some of my older games and talk about them a bit. But yeah, I guess of games that you can download and play right now, definitely Vista Quest Pocket, which is the most recent Vista Quest game. It actually takes place almost immediately before before Chimera, because the Dark Witch, who is the main villain of that game, appears as a secret NPC you can find that actually gives you one of the costumes. And then also Mandew versus the Upside Down Machine, which is mentioned a few times in Chimera, as well as one of the enemies, or two of the enemies, and actually another enemy. There's a lot of things. Actually, there's a ton of things from the Mandew series.
Yeah, and an NPC in the town.
Yeah. A bunch of basically a ton of things. But Upside Down Machine's definitely the best of the three. You'll notice if you play the Mandew games, they don't have their own soundtracks. They all just use music from other games. But that's just how they are. They weren't really meant to be like I would never bring a Mandew game to Greenlight or try and sell it. They're just on the website for fun. For funsies.
I think it's also worth mentioning that the Mandew series is more of like Six's take on using all of like our chat group and our forum to
the inside
have them
joke
as our,
games.
Yeah, the inside joke
the
games.
game you're not going to understand, but maybe still have fun with.
Like all the characters even are based off of people from an older forum of that we used to go to. So, I mean, not an Upside Down Machine really, but more along like Forever Rain. If you play that one, most of them are.
Forever Rain is us. Mandew, me, Darko, Bob, MG. not MG. Oh my god, Bob.
No,
So
I
they're all
meant like
people you met.
even the smaller enemies like Onigiri. Then we have Polly. I think who else appears in those games?
Actually, for
Forever
the first
Rain.
game, that's it. There's not a lot of.
Yeah,
Upside Down Machine has the most enemies based on people. Mostly enemies in the first 2 games.
I think that's the one of the coolest things about UDM is just how many people were in it.
my
And
child is the
that's
floofs. The floofs are my babies. They're so good.
They came back for Chimera.
They did
Yeah,
come
I guess
back there.
the fluffs in Chimera are from Upside Down Machine.
I was sitting there because I was a little more predominant in helping in UDM, but I was developing little characters and like the enemies. I was doodling something and I just thought of the Spirited Away and that spider guy. So I started to draw the spider guy. And I realized I just literally put Eggman. Yeah, I was like, no, I actually just put Eggman's face. Like, I took an MS Paint, like, cut of Eggman's head and just put it on top of a spider body that I drew. And I was laughing at myself for, like, 10 minutes. And then I realized, whoa, wait a minute, those little ash things, I'm gonna make something similar. And then I gave him little army hats and give him little propellers. And I'm like, this is amazing. This is glorious. I was like, put this in the game.
It is a really cute enemy, actually.
Yeah,
They're
they are
super
pretty good.
cute.
I like
They got
the
those
HP
little
ones
hats and
that
stuff. They
show
got
up
the
in
little
other
ghillie
level.
suits.
Yeah, they're probably not going to be in the sequel because they are pirates. But they'll be around. I don't think this is the last we've seen of them.
Yeah, but basically the Mandew games are more. I think they're pretty fun.
They're still enjoyable, definitely. I think
Can you
they're
remind me which
my
games you
favorites.
mentioned to like recommend?
Physical Quest Pocket definitely. Upside Down Machine definitely. If you want to see some of my older stuff, I mean they're definitely not as good, and a lot more rough around the edges. The level design's a lot less fair. I mean Color's Curse, Forever Rain, Vista Quest 1 and 2. Those are a lot of my older ones. I think you can still, if you really like bad games, I'm sure you'll have fun. I guess if you want to play something in mind that's not a platformer, there's always Revenge of the Wasp Woman, a small game I did last year. That one actually is another one that's directly connected to Khimera. If you look at you play the game and then look back at some of the lore entries, you'll notice that it is mentioned. So if you look deep enough into the game, you can find that a lot of these worlds are connected in some way.
The Suits and Sandals cinematic universe. Soon to have their own Avengers.
The Suits and Sandals timeline.
Yeah, this is where the 6 does not fuck up timeline.
Yes. Hey.
Ultimate Mega Man is in the 6. 6 goes back in time.
Alright, I've come up with the next comic project of mine. I'm gonna make the fucking Worlds Unite of Suits and Sandals.
Look out for the new slice of suit game. Made by Dorko for you.
Good job. I'm proud of you. Make it happen. More fan art, more fan comics, more fans.
Well, that's hopefully. Anyway, I think I'm done. I'm out of
I'm fucking
ideas.
done. See you later.
I think I'm done, guys.
It's cool.
See you later, guys. It was good meeting up with you. I'll see you next time. I'm going
There he goes.
Shay actually left.
He actually left.
So I do believe the website is just suitgames.com.
That's the one.
Just to check out all the older stuff.
Oh, the older. Yeah, that's a good older stuff. I guess before I go, or before we end, I've got a couple more things to say. I guess I want to talk about the sequel a bit before, because I'm surprised he didn't ask about this, because that's like the biggest
I
thing.
didn't ask about the sequel because I didn't know that there was anything on it yet.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to talk about it, honestly.
Yeah, you're working on something else right now, aren't you?
I am. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to talk about a bit. Is first of all, yes, there will be at some point a sequel. I hope. I mean, I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but it is in the plan to make a sequel to Khimera. But right now, I don't want to go straight from Chimera 1 to Chimera 2. I don't want to be that Five Nights at Freddy's guy, making the same type of game over and over again, just because I know people will like it. I want to try something else first. And then we'll see how that goes, and then Chimera 2. And I do actually have a lot of things already planned out for Chimera 2. As even before the game was finished, as if when you play, I don't want to spoil it, but I guess we've already gone down that route. There is something you'll see at the end of Chimera 1 that hints towards a Chimera 2. And a lot of that's already planned out. I guess what I can say from now is better bosses. Don't worry about having to get the double jump. You'll start with that, and there'll be a lot more unlockables at a lot more levels. It'll be a much longer game. And
Don't worry about Cake Boy. He'll be returning
Cake
in
Boy will
the
come back
sequel,
too.
Cake Boy 2.
Super Cake Boy 64. This big ass 3D game inside the tiny platformer.
The fucking main game isn't even 3D, but we're gonna put in Cake Boy in like glorious fucking polygons.
Glorious like Xbox graphics. Like Chimera will be listed on Steam with these like just enormous hardware requirements, but when you boot it up, it's just this crappy 2D platformer, and you don't understand why until you find Cake Boy 64.
Oh my god! Maybe in the future release we'll finally get off the 2D plane and into the 3D.
Secret
Vista
video
Quest
games.
64.
I don't
Oh,
know.
that actually sounds like a good idea, dude.
Maybe. I do have to make Vista Quest 3 pretty fancy. That's another thing I want to do at some point is Vista Quest 3. Because
Fucking long time coming.
Oh my god. Jeez, I made 2 back in like, what, 2010? It's like 6 years.
It's gonna be really weird when that happens. People be like, oh, what the fuck is this Vista Quest series? These first 2 games suck. And then they start up 3 and then they're like, whoa!
Do you want to talk about your project that you're working on right now?
I guess I could say a little bit. I don't know. It does have a name. I don't know if I'm going to keep that name because I was originally going to be. Sorry, it was originally going to be called War Girl, but I was made aware of a website and a little video game development company. I don't know what the heck they make, but their URL is like wargirls.com, and they make a bunch of games with girls in it.
Alright, I've got the name. War Gal.
There you go, you saved it. I think that's the name of the dev chat. Oh, it's Fight Dame. Anyways, yeah. So War Girl is it's gonna be a platformer, but mostly a shooter. It's gonna be mouse and keyboard controls. Basically, what was that game you told me about, Dorko? The one that you thought it was gonna be like?
Well, I mean, it was just a game I played with those controls, and it's called Bleed.
Yeah, so if you know what Bleed is, I mean, I saw some gameplay of it. It looks kind of like what I'm trying to go for. You point and click with the mouse, you shoot things. The main antagonists are robots, kind of like a dystopian future kind of thing. It's going to be a bit of a big shift from Chimera as far as tone goes. It's not going to be like grimdark or anything, but it's different. Chimera was very lighthearted, very I guess I want to say tongue-in-cheek. War Girl won't have as much of that. It's still in the very early phases. I have a lot of it planned out, but as far as development goes, I'm just starting it out, so it'll be a while before you see anything concrete. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And then after that, if it works out, if the game ends up being shit, I'm just gonna drop it and probably go to Chimera 2.
Poor War Girl.
Poor War Girl.
By the way, this is the second time
This is the second time I'm trying to make War Girl.
Yeah, War Girl is coming out of development hell here.
Yeah, I tried to make it again at one point in like 2012, and I got pretty far through it, but as I played through the game, I was like, man, I don't enjoy this. This isn't very fun.
Yeah, he literally finished the game. Like, all you had to do was, like, do what was it? Like,
well, there's a lot of polish and extra things to do, but as far as the main levels go, there's like 2 or 3 more to do, and that would have been it, but the game just wasn't fun, and I didn't want to put that out, so I put it on. I just kind of stopped, and eventually, guess what I do sometimes? I try to make a game, and I like the idea, but I don't execute it well enough. I just think, okay, I'm gonna stop now, and I'll come back to it later. And that's what I'm doing with War Girl right now. I'm coming back to War Girl, and we're gonna try again. And right now, I think that what I have so far is a lot more fun than what the game used to be.
Yeah, like the original thing with the game was that there was no mouse control for the gun, so it was just like a platformer with like
It was like Mega Man.
pizza shot, yeah, pizza shot all day, every day. I don't know why we didn't like think of this. I don't know why I didn't suggest it because I love games like platformers with like shooting aspects, but you can control like the full range of motion of your gun. I love those kinds of games. I don't know why I didn't think of like say like, hey, Six, why isn't that happening?
Yeah, the problem with the original War Girl is it was very slow. All you could do was walk, jump. You had a hover, which is kind of cool, but yeah, you could walk, jump, shoot straight. You couldn't even shoot diagonally. In the new War Girl, so far you've got a grappling hook. You can dodge roll. You can double jump. I'm looking into a dash as well. I don't want to steal everything from Khimera. Because you're definitely going to notice some similarities between the two, because there's a lot of things I think that worked really well in Khimera that I want to keep doing.
Well, it's just a lot of shooty games started to have dashes, probably inspired by Mega Man X, and it's
dash is pretty fun.
It's a very solid idea that's worth considering, though it's not necessary.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for other ways to to make the game fast, because that's that one thing people really love about Khimera is that it's a very fast game. You can just like dash punch to victory and do a lot of cool things with it, and I want to do that with War Girl as well. So that's my goal: fast and good.
I just kind of thought of this, but I did want to say that I appreciate that you stopped doing those weird drawn blurry backgrounds.
Ouch.
I kind of like those.
I guess it's a taste thing. I mean, I like them because it's very easy to differentiate what's in the foreground and what's in the background.
I just thought it did not look great. Like when I looked at poor dead Estwaterloon and the old War Girl, I did not like the look of it.
Yeah, the older ones I did weren't as good. I think the Upside Down Machine has it, and I think in Upside Down Machine they're the best. I think it actually goes better with Mandew's style than it does my own. Like War Girl's art is very simple. Like the original War Girl was very simple art style and very not very good at all.
That might be true. Though sometimes I did look at the backgrounds of UDM and I just wasn't feeling it. But I don't know.
Some of the UDM backgrounds aren't super good. Like I don't like the Sawmill very much. That's like my least favorite. I really like the jungle though. The jungle's my favorite. And if you talk shit about the jungle background, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna beat you up.
Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't remember the levels that well.
Oh. Okay.
So
I guess
I can't really diss them. Like I remember the levels, just not the backgrounds.
You know what I think? I think we need another Upside Down Machine race. I think that's what you're trying to tell me, right?
No.
Put it in your checkbook.
My checkbook.
Give me money.
Let me just bring out my checkbook.
Oh yeah, speaking of money, by the way, War Girl will be my first game that you have to pay for. I'm thinking $4.99.
That seems reasonable.
Like it's not super much, but like the idea is that if I keep making games for free, I keep having to take money out of my own pocket to pay for things I can't make, like music. And if I can actually turn a profit with a game, I can put that profit towards amiibos and also assets for future games. Like I could get someone to do someone's actually good at art to do the art, do the music, do the backgrounds, do all that stuff, so that it's a much nicer looking game.
And it's more optimized that way too, so Six doesn't have to do most of it.
Yeah, it's nice. I like doing less work.
We should probably actually end this time.
This is probably good.
This has been a nice talk, a nice Chax Break episode, if I do say so myself.
Nobody died.
Yes, nobody died.
Not this time. There was no MG to shoot.
Maybe he's already dead.
No.
Oh shit, you're right. I just looked at the floor. He's dead.
MGY.
Oh, so that's what I was stepping on.
Yeah. Man, Dorko, how many times do I have to tell you to sweep up the carpet?
Oops.
Look
And
at all
now
these
MG's
dead
dead.
bodies laying around.
What are you
Alright,
guys doing here?
Not murder.
No. We'll have 6 on the next. I mean, he won't be on any more Chax breaks with us. Dorko, get the shovel. So see you all next time.
My
Dorko,
dying
hurry
wish
up.
is that you please draw my characters.
He's not dying. Don't shut up. End the podcast, Dorko. End the podcast, Dorko. Get the shovel, man.